Good morning, everyone. Today we are with a very interesting company which is focused on cybersecurity. Its name is FlashStart, and it is led by Francesco Collini. Hi, Francesco. So
Hello,
thank
good
you.
morning to everyone. Thank you for the interview. I'm very glad and very excited to talk to your audience.
Thank you, Francesco. So I want to ask you to briefly tell me who you are and what kind of work do you do with FlashStart.
Well, my name is Francesco Collini. I am the CEO of FlashStart. We are an Italian-based company. Despite we work in more than 150 countries in the world, obviously our journey started in Italy roughly 11 years ago. And from 2016, we landed in Germany, then in the UK, in Denmark, in Spain, and later, at the end of the last decade, we went to the US, South America, really a lot, because the South American market is on a huge growth, and they are really willing to buy technology from European and Italian people. And then in Asia, South Africa too, and also in both Australia and New Zealand.
Okay, thank you, Francesco. So we can go deeper with our topics. I want to start with a question for you: is why is the cybersecurity related to the internet browsing today?
Well, when we talk around the cybersecurity, the context is very large and very deep, and we need to divert, I think, into two different directions. The outbound security, so the internet surfing security, and the inbound security. The inbound security is simple, so blocking the attacks from outside, blocking, for example, the DDoS, and blocking the attempts to penetrate a network. This is not our context. The FlashStart context is focusing on the internet surfing control. So if you are in a company, in a school, in a government, or simply if you are working remotely with your laptop or even with your mobile, you need to activate a protection against malware, ransomware, botnet, etc. And also bad contents, because if you are inside a school, it's very important, for example, to block dangers such as pedophilia, pornography, violence, and etc. So this context, the malware protection together with the surfing control is an important piece of the cybersecurity. We obviously need to remember that the cybersecurity context in a network is being made by several components: the firewall, the DNS filtering system, the layer 7. So FlashStart is a piece, is an important piece of the whole puzzle that need to be combined to reach a good level of cybersecurity in a professional network.
Well, Francesco, and what are, in your opinion, in the opinion of FlashStart today, the main threats detected and how to protect against?
Well, considering that this year, 2023, in conjunction, unfortunately, with the Ukrainian and Russian war, and very recently with the Gaza and Israeli war, very recent because it's a story of this week, unfortunately, let grow the attack a lot, because lots of potential compromisers, hackers from Russia especially, or from Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, so the ancient republic which were part of the old URSS. They are attempting to target the Western company, for example, the NATO public entities or the NATO company. And the majority of these threats, I think, are the ransomware and the malware, because now the attacker want to get money, and I think it's an industrial business, because the global industrial income, if we can call industrial income, is being made by several billions of dollars. Then just beside this, we have the phishing attacks. So, for example, compromised website which try to appear as a normal website. So, for example, the fuel company, the water company, the electricity company. Okay, so attacker try to create a clone, a copy, and try to divert people on this. DNS protection is very effective against this, because we can check both the IP address and both the URL, and block people when landing to a bad and compromised phishing website. The third point of interest when talking around cybersecurity is being made by frauds. So credit card frauds. Consider that FlashStart is part of Scam Advisor, and we have a strong collaboration, a strong relation with Scam Advisor, which is one of the greatest global world non-profit organization taking care about the risk coming from the credit card transactions. And we get into real time the feeds coming from the main important attack made by credit card website, and we can in real time block the access to these kind of sites.
Thank you, Francesco. Well, and what are, in your opinion, the main vehicles of infection? Talking about the enterprise companies, no? What could be the main, the most important vehicle of this kind of infections?
Well, I think in a company we have two different vector of dangers: the compromised website and the time wasting at work, which I think represents an important point to be discussed if you're in a company. So phishing, ransomware, the botnet, the DDoS, maybe sometime the user plug some laptop and tries to open something, or the remote laptop, when coming inside the company, could be already compromised, and the risk is propagating the infection to the whole network. That's why we need to also protect the person rather than the devices. The person can use the smartphone, can use a laptop, can use a workstation, but can also work from home, because if we consider the recent pandemic, most of the people were working from home, and most of the infection came from the remote devices. That's why we need at least to extend the basic DNS protection into different environment, both at work and both at home. Then the other chapter of the story is made from the time wasting at work, because we observe the global data, and we can see that most of the people at work can spend their time while accessing, for example, TikTok, Facebook, pornography site, radio streaming, which could also lower down the bandwidth and cause some bottlenecks in the network. So when using a filter, a DNS filtering environment, it's very important to protect also from the bad content accesses and try to use the internet, at least at work, for only what it's strictly necessary for its own business.
Okay, thank you, Francesco, for your speak and the work you do with your company to protect companies and users. So it's I know that it's a very difficult period this years and last years, and maybe the next year will be the same. So thank you and good work.
Well,
and have a okay.
Well, if I can observe, it's a very crowded period, okay, rather than difficult. It's a very crowded people, and it's also very important to make training and improve people's skill, because we can adopt and we can build the best, the greatest technology in the world, but we have something weak, the person. So there is something weak between the keyboard and the person, because when people are not trained to check the websites, the link, the email they are gonna access, I think that even when we use the best technology, there will be anyway some gaps, and we need to educate, to train, and to talk to people at work, and try to increase their internet protection skills. Thank you so much. Ciao.
Ciao, grazie.
Grazie.